Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Wokies finally got their little victory. And let me tell you, it's a very, very small victory at the end of the day because we all know this is most likely going to get reversed. But we have a story here that they couldn't wait to jump on because they have been hating on this man for such a long time. And they finally got the Twitch streamer known as Asmongold banned from Twitch for his supposed racist rant against Palestinians.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, you can't talk against Palestine, right? That's just not allowed. You can't do that because the Wokies are going to lose their mind. You can talk about Israel all you want. You can wish death on Israel. You can wish all kinds of things on Israel, and it's perfectly fine because, as you guys are aware, on Twitch, Hassan does the exact same thing nonstop on his channel, and he's never banned, right? He says all kinds of things. He has literal terrorists show up on his channel, and everything is fine. But the moment Asmongold has even a slight rant against Palestine, all of a sudden it's time to get the ban hammer out. So let's get into this article, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So this entire rant was pretty damn hilarious, to be honest with you. And I already knew that he was going to end up apologizing, even though he's Mr. I never apologize, which I wish he stuck to. Honestly, at the end of the day, I even put that on my Twitter. I said, don't apologize because once you do, they got you, right? They got you completely. They own you, and you're never going to get away from it. Well, apparently, he has decided to apologize regardless, but it still got him banned, and now they're going full force, celebrating about finally canceling him on Twitter. It says the streamer said Muslims come from an inferior culture. Twitch streamer and famous YouTuber Zach Asmongold Hoyt, who, by the way, I love the fact that Kotaku is one of those websites that loves to use full legal names for streamers that don't use their full legal names in their content, right? I mean, everybody knows who Asmongold is by now, but that's because of websites like Kotaku that love to put that information out there just to try to get a little gotcha against them and just to try to hope that somebody takes that information and does something against him. Anyway, so it says that he had his Zach Raw account banned after a racist rant about Muslims and Palestinians killed in Gaza went viral on social media. My bad, he shared on X, formerly Twitter. Following an online backlash, looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole about the Palestine thing. His other Twitch channel, Asmongold, remains up. Now, again, guys, I find it hilarious that they're celebrating him being banned, but let me put some stuff into context for the Wokies out there, okay? Number one, the guy has multiple channels, okay? Number two, he's got YouTube channels, all right? I mean, his YouTube channels alone make him a millionaire, let alone his Twitch channel. Number three, the man's he's a massive millionaire, okay? Multi-millionaire. There is no way that any of this affects him in any meaningful way, okay? The guy barely spends any money. He's been pocketing all this money that he's been making, and it's an ungodly amount of money. It would make most of you Wokies probably vomit at the end of the day if you had to realize how much money Asmongold has. So if you think you're really hurting him, if you think you're really affecting him, no, you're just trying to make yourself feel better at the end of the day and help yourselves go to sleep, but nothing's really happening for you. And it says that in addition to playing games, Asmongold live streams extended chat sessions where he comments on other people's YouTube videos or whatever topics are getting traction on his dedicated subreddit. In the midst of a recent live stream, he began talking about Israel's war on Gaza, which the Gaza Health Ministry says has killed over 40,000 Palestinians since it began just over a year ago following the October 7th attack by Hamas. You know what's amazing? I wish that people over at Kotaku cared about the United States of America as much as they care about other fucking countries, right? Because, they haven't even once mentioned everything about the people suffering from the hurricanes, everybody losing their homes, people dying left and right because of natural disasters, and our country not wanting to help them in any meaningful way. And yet the moment they see somebody else from another country get oppressed, they're like, oh God, we gotta care. We gotta say something. We gotta do something. That's it. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't care about the Israel-Palestine nonsense. I care about what's happening here, like most people in this country do. And it's only the wokey losers like this that go, oh, well, what about them? What about Palestine? So again, we have this tweet here from Kotaku. Twitch streamer Asmongold banned after racist rant about Palestinians. And then a lot of people are asking genuine questions that I feel like anybody would be asking, which is Gerald de Rivia, for example. By this logic, calling Israel a horrible people that are terrorists would get you banned also, right? Question mark. He's saying that because everybody knows Hassan does the exact same thing about Israel, and yet he never gets banned, never gets issued a warning, never gets issued anything because he's their poster child, right? He is the ultimate Wokey on Twitch, and he is going to be protected any way they possibly can. But Asmongold, yeah, they don't care about him, man. Asmongold is basically like Dr. Disrespect in the sense that they don't care about him, right? They want to find any reason to get rid of him, and they're trying not to ruin their contract with him while doing it, right? If he even has a contract with Twitch, which I believe he does, considering he streams there and then posts video clips on YouTube, but doesn't stream to YouTube. So he probably has a contract with Twitch, and they're trying to find a way to get out of that contract without actually doing anything that's going to cause him legal trouble or anything that's going to cause him to have to pay him out full like they had to do with Dr. Disrespect situation. So again, he's Pervy Sage says he was right. How the fuck is Hassan not banned yet too? Guy literally has had terrorists and played terrorist propaganda on stream, condoned re-education camps, talks about killing settler babies, and constantly spreads disinformation and uses other violent rhetoric. That's a great question. And I'm sure Twitch is never going to answer that, right? They're never going to answer that. Why would they answer that? It'll show their bias so fast. And everybody with a brain knows that Twitch is the most biased platform that's out there currently right now. Extremely biased. They only support left-wing ideology. They are the video version of what Twitter used to be before Twitter was bought by Elon Musk. That is exactly how this is. And anybody who doesn't know that, I mean, you guys must have not watched Twitch, streamed on Twitch or anything like that, which is fine. Maybe you're a normie, that's okay. But still, Twitch is a massive joke. We all know this. You know this. I know this. Twitch is a massive joke. And this just proves their bias even more. They prove it with female streamers, right? Where female streamers can probably kill someone on stream and get away with it and not get banned. And then you have men who will even remotely sneeze in the wrong direction and they get banned permanently, let alone for 7 days. This entire thing is so obviously biased. It is ridiculous. And then Daniel says, I respect his honesty. Raphael says, what? I would stop using Twitch from today. Palestine equals terrorist. Boycott Twitch, use kick. I agree. A lot of people are agreeing with what Asmongold said. And again, I don't care whether you agree or disagree with what he said, but he has a right to say it. And to ban him from the platform and try to utilize hate speech as the reason when you have other influencers on that platform utilizing worse speech against the politically right party, right? Like the ones that you're allowed to attack, because Twitch always deems the people you're allowed to and not allowed to attack. And for them, Palestinians is a no-go. Palestinians is essentially like trans people. You cannot attack them. You can't criticize them. You can't say anything negative about them, but you're allowed to say it about Israel. You're allowed to say it about right-wingers. You're allowed to say it about Trump, whatever. You're perfectly allowed to be as violent and as ridiculous as you want with those topics. But the moment you get to their good old Palestine, well, you just can't do that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.